Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Anne. Consider subscribing. This week on social media has been very dark. It has been very difficult, from the killing of Tina, the girl that is preparing for a jam, and the rape and killing of Uwa, and the rape and killing of Barakat. It has been a very difficult. I mean, the information this week alone, it is enough. This week is like a year, from the killings in America, the killings in Nigeria. It is such a difficult week. It's so difficult to process. And the thing is this, right? A lot has been exposed. A lot has been exposed on in Nigeria. The rape of children, the rape of minor. Not just celebrities. These are regular, average Nigerian men. Raping children, boasting about it, coming on the internet to boast, coming on the internet to shame the victims, saying, it's what you're wearing, how you dress, how you walk, you're the one teasing men, you're the one luring men. Some people have even gone ahead to say that once you're raped, just go to hospital, treat yourself, don't struggle with rape. I mean, a lot has been exposed, and the decay has come out for everybody to see. I mean, it is so shocking. The thing is this, right? Some people, they were saying that, wow, all this raping is going on because of social media. It wasn't like this in the past. In the 90s, people could trust their children with relatives. But actually, this whole sexual exploitation of the girl child in Nigeria has been going on for years and years. And that is why it has become normal to some men, not all men, to some very disgusting men. It has become normal to them, to the extent that they actually feel free to come on Facebook, to come on social media, to be saying nasty things. It has become the norm, because, and unfortunately, it's not just even about the rapists themselves. It's about the rape apologists. There are a lot of men and women in Nigeria that they come and defend the rapists, or they come and victim shame the victims of this rapist. And the news on this Uwa, what I'm happy about is that even Buhari himself, is interested. A lot of celebrities, a lot of people are interested to seek justice for Uwa, and the police are pressing on, and somebody has been arrested for the killing of this girl. But the thing is, I want us to talk about the extent of rape going on in Nigeria. It is not today. It has been going on for years and years. It is not easy to be a Nigerian woman living in Nigeria. From the moment you're a girl child to when you become an adult, it is a constant daily battle not to get raped. And I'm not even exaggerating. To be a girl child in Nigeria is not beans. It is not beans. Everybody is a suspect, from your uncle, your relatives, your church members, strangers. Even recently, we saw a video whereby a guy, a foreign level student in Lasu, a man, was kissing his sister so passionately. That's molestation. That's child abuse. And the thing is, a lot of people are even excusing the guy that they are, their family members, is the sister. It has become so normal that people now do it. They molest a female child and they actually put it out there on the internet by themselves. It has become so normal. People come on Facebook to say trash, to actually, whether implicitly, to actually admit being rapists. It has become the norm. Nigeria is backward. It is so backward. The truth is, if you grew up in Nigeria as a female child, you are dodging rapists left and right. And I'm not here, I have to give a disclaimer, I'm not here to bash Nigerian men. There are very decent men, and there are some decent fathers in Nigeria. Not all men will marry and start raping their own children. But the problem is that the rate at which it is happening, and the people that are doing it are close family members. They are not like, strangers rape as well. But it is so shocking. You see uncles, brothers, doing this kind of thing to their female family members. There is no protection for the girl child in Nigeria. And the thing is this, if you live, no matter where you live in Nigeria, Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, wherever, you as a woman, you would have encountered at one point in your life, you would have encountered sexual molestation. whether you're taking public transport, whether it's from your lecturers in university, whether it's from your pastors, people in authorities take advantage. For example, if you take public transport, we all see, come on, if you live in Lagos, we all see small primary school children that take public transport to go to school. We all see people in GSS1 primary 6 whereby their parents, the mother is rushing to go to work, the father is rushing to go to work, everybody is rushing. So they'll just put this child in public transport, and those people will actually abuse the child, sexually abuse the child. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're in primary 6, you're going to school, you enter public transport in Lagos. Normal Lagos people say, did they fight balagba, stand up, let the elders, how can you be sitting when elders, they want to enter the bus? Did they fight balagba? They will tell you, stand up for the elders to sit down, and the elder will lap you. If you're unfortunate and this so-called elder, this elderly person is a man, the way they will lap you, something will be choking you. Something they will lap, the way they will hold you tight, the way there's a lot of groping happening in public transport, especially people, you just allow anybody anyhow to lap your child. There is a lot of groping that is happening in public transport to the girl child. There are a lot of unfortunate men that are always lurking, looking for opportunity. I don't know their mental state, because it's very abnormal to me. A child without breast and yash is enticing you. There are pedophiles walking left, right, center in Nigeria, and this is the conversation I have with my film. We have been having this conversation, not today, not now that it has blown in the face of social media. I have been having this conversation since I was in Uniben. With my friends for years. When I was in Uniben, I had friends that they come from Port Harcourt, Abuja, from Benin, from different parts of Nigeria, and we keep repeating. We all keep repeating the same experiences. I'm like, when you enter Okada in Nigeria, usually it's the girl that is in the middle and the man is in the back. The man at the back is doing his own. The Okada man is using his own back to tap current. Everybody is tapping current from it is happening every day. No matter which part of Nigeria you grew up in, there are disgusting rapists everywhere. The experience is the same everywhere, no matter where you grew up in Nigeria. It's the same. It's the same. We all have similar experience whereby there are men, they want to grope you, they want to take advantage. Even if you go to the bank to queue, you're at the ATM, anywhere there is, you're queuing, you're pushing, you are in Molu, public transport, there is always one imbecile that wants to take the opportunity to tap current. They say they are pushing now, they're pushing, they're gonna lie. I mean, this is the annoying issue about this rape, is that it has become normal. There are people that are excusing the rapist. Say, he's a man now. A man will do what a man is. Body no be by firewood. That is very annoying that people excuse it. And the thing is this: the most annoying thing is there are men that get away with it. That is why we Nigerian women, we are demanding justice for Uwa. We are demanding justice for Barakat, the one that was raped and killed in Ibadan, and we also demanded justice for Tina. Even though Tina's case is not a rape issue, it's that the girl child, a woman in Nigeria, needs more protection. The Nigerian men needs to actually stand up, take responsibility, accountability. I'm not saying all men are rapists, please don't get it twisted on this channel. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying that even the men that are not rapists, they need to stand up and they need to support us. If you're a man, you are not a rapist, and you see another man groping or taking advantage of a woman, you need to step in and say something. Because the silence, like if you're silent and you're seeing someone being assaulted, it's like you are kind of indirectly agreeing to it. Like, it's not my business, it's not my sister. It's not your sister today, it can be your sister tomorrow in university. You understand? We have to demand for justice, and I'm so happy that Uwa's killers have been found. I'm so happy that even Buhari shook his mouth for this matter. Tinubu shook his mouth for this matter. It is something we have to take seriously. We cannot give up hope. We have to press forward. No matter where you live in Nigeria, there is always a devilish man lurking, and they always go for women that Is it that they go for young girls that are very vulnerable, or maybe they will seek you out when you are alone. They will monitor. If you're a girl, you're living with your parents, they will monitor when your parents, these neighbors, when your mom is not at home, when your dad is not at home, they will be knocking your door, acting like they want to ask you for something reasonable. There are always men lurking around, looking for women to take advantage of. They are devils. Now let's talk about the arrest of the killers. Vanguard, because I read some Vanguard newspaper that one person has been arrested in the connection to the killing of Uwaila, and they are not sharing us any more information, because I've been checking daily for this news. We don't know any details about the person. We don't know the name of the person. We don't know the reason for killing Uwaila. We don't know if there are other accomplices. We don't really know much. They just said one person, a suspect, is in custody for the killing of this girl. And the thing that bothers me about this news is that they said that they caught this person through fingerprint and through the thumbprint on fire extinguisher. If you have been following this story, you are aware that this girl was, raped and killed with a fire extinguisher. It was used to bash her. So they said they picked up the thumbprint from the fire extinguisher, and it is a very worrisome information, because I don't trust the Nigerian police. Even though we are pressing for justice, the fact that they only caught, there's no CCTV in the church, there are no eyewitnesses, and they caught the person through fingerprint. I mean, when did we start using fingerprints to identify suspects in Nigeria? Do we have database whereby we can, of the whole Nigeria cities, whereby they use fingerprint? I hope they catch the real person, because the fact that this case is trending, a lot of very important people are interested in this case. I hope they are not rushing to catch anybody. I hope they are not rushing to close this investigation, because they said they use thumbprint. I don't know if Nigerian police is that advanced. I don't know which database they use to cross-check and cross-match. I hope it's the real person they caught. They are not just going to just catch a innocent person, torture you, and you confess or you admit to the crime. I hope it's the real person, because we actually need the real rapist. We actually need to know the accomplices, the people that have planned this girl. If it's the pastor, we actually need to expose these people. And another thing is that we need to start having a sexual registry file or database about people that, number one, they have come on social media to accept that they are rapists. They are bragging about it. We need to put their face on this registry. People that have been convicted rapists, we need to start moving forward as a country, because all these people can go missing. They can, they go, you catch them, you they are guilty of rape, you convict them of rape, and they serve their sentences, they come outside, they can easily mingle with us back in the society. We need to start having like a website to be putting people on blast. When you have a new neighbor, go and check whether his face did this website, and start calling the police and say you don't want this neighbor. Condolence to the family of Uwaila, condolence to the family of Barakat. That's very, very unfortunate, and I hope this family, they have the fortitude to bear the loss. It is an unfortunate loss. They lost their daughters in the most barbaric way. May God give them the strength to move forward. And I hope that they need to start catching more rapists. I mean, people need to start paying for their crime. And anybody that excuse rape, they need to start charging them to court as well. Because you are like an accessory. I mean, you are inciting rape by excusing all these rapists. Anyway, I will follow this. I'll keep following this news. I will keep following the one of Barakat as well. I really want to know the accomplices. I want to know who else, planned this girl's murder. Anyway, guys, this is where I'm going to stop my video. This week has been a lot. It has, and more is still on. This week sef, it should be like 2020 sub. It is a lot of information, a lot of news, you know. Anyway, I don't want to go on too long on this video. If you've enjoyed this video, smash that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Feel free to share this video on WhatsApp, share it on Facebook, share it with your family and friends. And until next time, bye guys.